This is West Virginia Proud Stewart. I'm at my dad's place. Going to replace some back brakes. They are as bald as can be. Not sure if you can see them from that angle, but I already got the tire off. I sprayed it with WD-40. I'm going to let it soak for a few minutes before I tackle it. That first bolt went in right here, and I had to bring the socket in through here. I'll show you here. I had to bring the socket in from behind here, right through that hole right there, as you can see the socket right there, and then I had to undo it. That was a tight squeeze to get. And the top one is just as bad. It is right there, as you can see where my finger's at. If I can see where my finger's at, right there. So it should be able to come off there so pretty good now. I'll show you what happens when I take it completely off. There's the brake pad. There ain't nothing on it. Same as the one inside, as you can see. And now I just got to figure out how am I going to close the calipers enough to get these brake pads in there. And I'm going to take off his here disc there, the rotor, and see how it looks. I got the brake caliper. Well, there's the caliper, but I got the brake holder off and got the new clip in it, as you can see right there, with some brake easy slide, sticky stuffy. Now I got to figure out how to put the brake shoe on, which is this doohickey. Got it cleaned off now, but I guess they slide in within these clips right here because they move, but the hard part's getting it in there. Okay, here I go. Got the first one in. I think I got it in there right. May not look straight right now, but once I get it on here, it should be able to adjust right. So let's give that a shot. It's not going to go in there because that piston is too far out. I got to get that piston squished. So that means I got to bleed these brakes somehow. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I think I see it, but I don't know if I can do it. This got to be a 12 or a 13. It's a 12. All right. Well, let me see if I can get that squished down. Well, got to go get a new brake caliper. The piston on this one is broke or stuck or something. I couldn't get it to squeeze back to apply the new brakes pads. Even with the brake line took off and the breather thing opened up, still couldn't get that thing to budge. So I'm off to go and get me a $100 brake caliper. Might have to get two for the other side because it's the same way, probably. I didn't get it fixed Saturday, so I'm back here again on Tuesday. It rained all day Sunday. Rained a little bit in the morning on Monday, but then I let it dry out, so all the rest of the day Monday and most of the day today on Tuesday, and I'm back here fixing it. It rusted a little bit, but I got something I'll clean that off with. So and I had to get a new part, which is this right here, a new brake cylinder with a emergency brake, and this part right there where my finger's touching is a twist on. You twist it in and twist it out to push the brakes. It's not one of those traditional, or like the front ones where you just push it in, push it out, whatever, but mostly push it in to get the brake system on. So then I gotta bleed the brakes and all that stuff and do the other side. So right now I'm just gonna kind of clean that off a little bit and get her going. Alrighty. Okay, I got the brake pads on with the brake shoe. I put in this bolt and the bolt right down here. I got them in, but I didn't tighten them up yet because I still got to put the caliper on. I got the brake shoes in, and they were kind of awkward because these little things here kept coming off, even though I got the little sticky slide up here at the top. And I got a little grease oil that came in a little package with it. You can see a little purple stuff. I got that on there to help it make it slide and less squeaky noise. But if that don't do it, I just got this other orange stuff there I can use. And that was a pain in the neck to get there, so all I got left to do is put the brake line on and the emergency brake connection right there. That's all I got to do is put on there and get that on there. And then I'll do the other side. That thing's heavy. Even though for a little bitty piece of metal, that thing's heavy. Alright, let's get the brake caliper back on there. I've got one bolt down here screwed in here, as you can see. Hold this up. Now I'm trying to, I got to put this in before I can bolt it on, because there's that bolt back here in the back where my finger's touching. This bolt interferes with that right there, because it's when it's all the way out. So I got to line up. This little pit right here has to go into that little hole right there, so it's nice and flush. Got two crush washers, one on the bottom, one on the top. That's your bleeder valve. And once I get that all connected, and then that connected, I had to do the bleeding part. So, okay, let's get this sucker on there. If I can get this thing to crooked here. See, it's got to fit down in that hole like that, and then these bolts down. And of course, that's a bolt has holes in it, so it allows the oil to come in and goes down in through this little tube. And I don't think that tube's solid. I think that's a solid tube, but it goes down inside and squirts down in there. So I wonder what size. I think that's a 13. Nope, must be a 12. It might be a 10 or 11. The way it feels is like it's 11. Let me go get me an 11 millimeter wrench. Alright, I'm back. I got my 11 millimeter wrench right there. I don't know if you can see it. There it goes. And it fits. And it's a lot easier. Okay, I'll tighten it up once I check for leaks some more. I got tightened down tight, but I don't want to crush it. So I'll check for leakies once I get it fixed and more tighter down there, and I'll give it another snug. Okay, now I got them all bolted up. Time to put the emergency brake on right here and down over here where my finger's at. Alright, this is going to be fun. I might have had to put that on there before I got that on there. Crap. Okay, we'll figure this out. If not, I'll take it off again. Okay, I got hooked up here and I got it hooked up there. I just need to get this clip right there. And that's going to be the fun part. I have to put you down for this. Okay, I got the other part off, and this part here, as you see, it's got these 4 little slots. It's a twist-on kind of brake piston, and you got to use this kind of tool right here. It's got 4 little slots. They fit different styles. It cost me 15 bucks there at the AutoZone. It's 3/8 size, and those little pins fit in those little slots right down there. And if I can get in there, and it kind of locks into place. You push down and twist at the same time using a ratchet, and it pushes it back down and twists it back down, so you can make room to put your new brake pads in. And you gotta do that every single time you're gonna change brake pads on these rear ends. Well, this part I got here, it's got some chips in it, as you can see, right there. And also on the other end, I get it in focus here. Well, you can't really see it here. Now there it is. As you can see right there too. Both ends got those same little chips. And I don't trust it. And that's where that clip holds, and that clip would just barely hold on to it. So I guess I gotta go see Auto Parts, see if they got this part, the brake holder. I'll talk to you later. I'm back again. It's about 4 days later. Things had come up, so I couldn't get back to working on the brakes. Had to get a new one of these because it was cracked, and I'm just getting that stuff stick on there so I can put these little brake clips on there, and I'll put it back on there. I got everything already set, just need to hook it up, put the brake pads on, and test drive it. Alrighty, yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Got the brakes put on, the tires on there, and took it for a test drive, and she's working good now. It was sticking for a little bit, but I had to slam on the brakes a few times and it popped up loose, and now she works just fine. Okie dokie, there you go. I know I didn't show much on how to put it on, but I kind of just showed you where the bolts were at. Put on, they were a little pain in the nut. Pain in the butt, because this is like a 2009 model and it's never been taken off. So, okie dokie, thank you for watching. Bye.